completed in one night after being postponed for 3 consecutive years. This is the great renaissance of the modern era, carried out in a secret place guarded by modern machines and skilled professionals even in the 21st century, through the passage of human shadows. The 5 Italian masters, called the School of Turin, have uncovered our world's diamonds and tightly sealed the security guard's hand in their mouth. Although it is a film called The School, it is actually a completed renaissance. The origin of all this is the city known as the world's diamond city. About 80% of the world's diamond trade is conducted in one city, and that too inside a single building. The world's diamond price and shape come not from Russia, Botswana, Canada, Congo, Australia, or South Africa, which are our world's major diamond producers. Without the city's billionaires, we poor people would not even know about its existence. In the northwest, Belgium has a port city called Antwerp where only 1 million people live. This city has been the main diamond city of the world for the past 500 years. The city is called the world's diamond city, and the major diamond trade is conducted inside a single building located in the city. The building is called the Antwerp Diamond Center. Inside this building, in one section, there are diamonds worth $38 billion. The diamond's price is relatively small, and its concentration in one place is suitable for protection. So the location has remained the world's diamond trade center for half a millennium, all concentrated in one city and one building. So the idea that our world's billionaires and the Belgian government would enter this building as a kind of shelter and steal diamonds is not only unimaginable, but also an unthinkable idea. The reason is that if they think about it, the profit is negligible. However, only one person in our world can think of this crazy idea: the Italian Leonardo Notarbartolo. The city of Antwerp, guarded by sharp eyes, is protected by special government forces called the Diamond Police or Diamond Squad, organized with 10 rounds of 24-hour security, including surveillance, rapid response forces, crime investigation, and a sophisticated technology team. Especially, the main Diamond Center building is surrounded by a ban on vehicle entry. Diamond sellers, diamond owners, or employees affiliated with these organizations are the only ones allowed to enter the area. The building has 60 for security cameras, and special security professionals watch without blinking. Anyone passing through the door beyond the security cameras and guards is controlled by electronic card-operated doors. Only people with special electronic cards with access permission can enter the building. Those who have their dates recorded can enter through the door. And the technology monitors their movements continuously. Electromagnetic radiation can detect whether a person is present by measuring the local temperature. Motion detectors can identify people by detecting movement. Seismic sensors can detect any vibration inside the building within seconds. And additional technologies can turn off the building's lights for seconds or create alarm sounds in case of unauthorized visibility. The door to the diamond section is guarded by thick iron bars. The first iron door opens with a code. If someone tries to guess the code, they are allowed 100 million attempts. Without the code, the door will be drilled continuously for 12 hours by a modern drill. However, using the drill is not recommended because seismic sensors detect the vibrations and trigger an alarm within seconds. If lucky, even if the door is opened without a problem, 2 iron bars with magnetic fields related to the door will trigger an alarm in the building. If someone passes through this door without a problem, the building's security guards will protect the iron gate that opens only with a key. If they find this key, they can pass through. Congratulations! You have now entered the main diamond section. The problem is that every trader has their own diamond box. Each box opens with 2 keys, one with the owner and the other with the company that rents the box. The box does not open with only one key from the owner or the company. Both keys must be used together. Leonardo Notarbartolo, who planned the great renaissance of the modern era, knows all this secret very well. Preparation, The investigation was started by the branch more than 2 years before its operation. As a respected Italian diamond trader, he began his work by renting a part of an office inside a building where only a few wealthy people could open offices in our country. When he rented the office, he was given an electronic card that allowed him to enter and exit the building for 24 hours. During the 3 years they stayed there, he thoroughly learned how the building's entrance and exit worked, how the security cameras operated, the shift times of the security personnel, where the diamonds were kept, and how to access the diamonds. Since he was known as a diamond trader inside the building, he was given his own safe to store the diamonds. He was able to enter and exit the diamond section, where the final level of security was conducted. No one was allowed to enter this section with a camera or take any kind of photos. However, Notarbartolo, when placing his diamonds in the section, secretly took hundreds of photos within minutes using a hidden microphone camera. Using these photographs, he and his 4 friends built another section inside the Diamond Center building that resembled the diamond section. It is said that when they built a similar security system in this section, insiders who worked in the center and knew about the security system were not left uninformed. However, no evidence was presented for this. Indeed, the members of the School of Turin gang were not ordinary. They had 4 additional members known as Speed, the Monster, the Genius, and the King of Key, each a master in their own field. Notarbartolo took advantage of his opportunity to enter the diamond section and installed a hidden micro camera on the door that was completely invisible. The security experts used a code to open the door, and the camera recorded this code. The camera sent the recorded information directly to the gang members. They easily obtained the code without waiting for 1,000,000 attempts to open the door. After years of studying the building and the diamond section security system, they began rehearsing for months in a section they built themselves to practice how to bypass the building's security. By repeating the rehearsal, they confirmed in practice that they could bypass the security and enter. After the preparation and rehearsal were completed, a day was chosen inside the building when the number of people would be minimal and security work would be less intense. This was Saturday evening, February 15, 2003. The main reason Saturday evening was chosen was that most of the building's workers were Jewish, and it was known that they would not come to work on Saturday evening. Additionally, since the institution relied on high technology inside the building, the number of security personnel was greatly reduced on this day because they were unaware of crimes that had occurred before. Notarbartolo entered the building for the last time 1 day before the heist, on Friday, February 14, 2003, carrying women's hairspray. When the spray was released, the heat inside the section would prevent the device that detects human presence from working. The next night, the heist was carried out by only 4 people. Notarbartolo, the owner of the plan, was in the rented car, complaining about the expenses and the lack of special police activity. The gang members used an office located near the Diamond Center that had been closed for many years. The office was connected to the Diamond Center by a green area and was the only part of the building without security cameras. Using a ladder, they reached the Diamond Center corridor. To avoid being seen in the corridor, they used a police shield to disable the alarm and entered inside. Since they had rehearsed for months, they were not surprised. They entered the diamond market where the final level of security was conducted. And the guards were so confident in their technology that they laughed at the $100 million worth of diamonds as if it were a joke. Everything was done carefully, so there was no sign inside the building showing the identity of the gang members. When they went to Italy from Belgium to France, they wanted to destroy the items they used for the heist. They destroyed all the information they had without leaving any behind. Among them, their friend called Speed returned their items by burying them in the mud nearby rather than destroying them. When Notarbartolo returned after destroying their items, he checked that Speed had not destroyed his items. Although he picked up the items and checked them, He continued his journey by burying the items nearby, saying they could be caught if they stayed there longer. The local farmer who owned the land called the police about the matter that happened at his place. Among the items found was an envelope labeled Antwerp Diamond Center. Upon hearing this, the Belgian police rushed to the location and collected the information. Among the gathered evidence, half was one of the eaten sandwiches. When the police investigated, security camera footage was found showing the sandwich being purchased at a cafe located opposite the Diamond Center in North Arbor. DNA analysis was conducted on the sandwich, and it matched the DNA from North Arbor. Because of this, North Arbor was sentenced to 10 years in prison. The accomplices were each sentenced to 5 years in prison, but the diamond thief from the raid was not found in the DNA evidence. North Arbor was released from prison in 2010 after agreeing to pay the ransom, but because he did not pay it, he was arrested in France in 2013 while returning from America to Italy and was imprisoned for 4 years. He was released from prison in 2017. Their story has been made into a series of dramas in Italy, a book has been written, and documentaries have also been produced.